I think that after 24 COD games released in back-to-back years and 13 after Black Ops 2 first came out, saying it's the best COD game to ever release doesn't sound like the biggest hot take anymore. I remember spending hours upon hours in domination and free-for-all lobbies chatting mad shit with friends and random people on PS3 back in 2012, where everyone at my school would be talking about it, huddling around that one classmate with their phone to watch the Black Ops 2 reveal trailer over and over again, talking about whose parent were going to be buying the game for them on day one. Luckily, I saved up enough to buy it myself, and safe to say, for that Christmas and summer of 2013, we never looked back. The amount of new friends and enemies made on that game with what I still think is the best map selection in the series, okay, maybe tied with the original Modern Warfare 2, but Hijacked, Standoff, Raid, Carrier, Aftermath, okay, maybe not, I mean Slums, Express, and Nuketown 2025 are maps that I could tell you exactly what the design of each map was and why they were so fun to play on. The community was really what made this COD as massive as it was, with the absolute masterpieces that were player custom emblems, which as you can see was sometimes beautiful and sometimes questionable. Between that and having 1v1s in private matches, playing community game modes like Mike Myers, Window Warfare, and even just a simple gun game or one in the chamber, I couldn't even begin to count how many times I played those. And if anyone remembers COD TV for posting and watching clips, like and subscribe, because you're a real one. Creating a class for those sessions was surprisingly solid too, given that we were just after coming off of the crazy sandbox that was Modern Warfare 2 and 3. I still remember using the PDW before unlocking the MSMC, using that the whole way to level 55 and unlocking the absolute beast that was the AN-94. If you use stock charges though, please consider therapy. I never really got much into the sniping scene on Black Ops 2, but I knew countless people who did nothing but grind for diamond camo on the DSR and the ballista, and if you even thought about holding in your scope for more than a fraction of a second before shooting, you had a skill issue. Sniping compilations and clips were still as popular as ever during that time, and feeling the need to try out for sniping clans if you were a regular player. That wasn't really for me though. I still much preferred to go around killing on gun game and knifing people, trolling with friendly fire on hardcore to hear the funniest reactions from people, to grind to Prestige Master if you were to max out each level, and having the hardest decision of your life to choose what you want to permanently unlock per 55 levels. I think the highest I ever got was Prestige 4, and I was pretty happy with that. The Prestige emblem looked pretty neat, and I always thought Prestige 11 looked the coolest though. Gold camos on shotguns, snipers and SMGs, but I never got diamond, preferring to stick with the Afterlife or weaponized 115 camos from Zombies and queuing up for the next match for the whole night. Speaking of Zombies, I may as well talk about it for a bit here. This is where I think things get tricky, because for Zombies in Black Ops 2, without our rose-tinted glasses on, as we tend to do when we go back to games we played when we were younger, I think we can see how this is one of the biggest mixed bags in the series. Mob of the Dead, one of the most unique and badass maps ever made, to Transit. Yeah, you can see what I mean. The weird fan thing you would have to build to use and get through certain doors, jumping around the cracks in most areas of the map to stop taking some really annoying damage while trying to train and gun down hordes of zombies. The bus itself I thought was quite a neat idea if each area of the map actually had more stuff going on. I recently played a Black Ops 3 custom map with my friends where the diner section of Transit was expanded and completely reimagined for the game. And I honestly think it's better than Transit in its entirety. I still have a soft spot for it though, especially when posing up in different spots around the town side of the map to survive as long as you can with a couple of friends. Fuck those little freaks in the fog though, they were an absolute bitch to fight if you ended up getting pushed off the bus or trying to catch up as much as you could. But I think what made Zombies so much better were the DLC maps. I remember being completely shocked by how well Nuketown Zombies played when it first came out, as well as other maps I think were really slept on, like Buried and the Undead mode. Mob of the Dead was the best map hands down though, in my opinion, trying to escape Alcatraz by building a plane on top of the prison, just to land near a pack-a-punch and be sent back for an endless loop of never escaping alive. Origin was the last map to be added to the game and was a massive hit for players who loved Easter egg chasing and unlocking different staffs to use. But all in all, Zombies might not be the best in the series on its own, but it was solid enough to round up the entire Black Ops 2 experience into an amazing COD game. One that Black Ops 7 tried so desperately to replicate and bring fans back for. With an iconic campaign, return of Woods, Hudson, Alex Mason, and a little bit of the numbers set in 2025 with flashbacks throughout the story. Introducing new characters like Alex's son David, Harper, a really underrated side character, Karma, and a new memorable villain in Raul Menendez, the leader of Cortes DA, a terrorist group looking to avenge his sister's death. With new features like customizing loadouts before missions, finding weapons and equipment mid-game, and for the first time in COD's history, your choices having a significant impact on the story in each ending. I've replayed the campaign countless times over the years, and I know not everybody can be a campaign enjoyer, but for me, I'm very much so a campaign guy. I replayed it on my original PS3 to my PC, with some of the characters dying early on based on your own decisions, already deciding if you were able to get the best ending or not. The Karma, Griggs and Farid scenario in the Odyssey mission, when Harper is alive or dead and Salazar is revealed as a traitor, is where a lot of the choices up to that point comes full circle. I still remember the moment of being told by a friend of mine to aim for his leg, nothing more than that, but just aim for his leg, before playing the campaign just to have a feeling to do just that during the mission where Mason's head is covered by a hood, tricking Woods into thinking he's Menendez and one-tapping him. The genuine shock 12-year-old me had when Woods ran to Alex on the floor was a twist that really got me at that time. And with only playing every COD game since COD 4 and GTA 5 up to that point, I thought it was one of the best stories I had ever played. And not to forget the amazing club outro scene once you complete the final mission and deciding to arrest Menendez, which more than likely got you the worst ending in the game, or game ending him right there and then. I don't think there's been a campaign, in my opinion, up until Modern Warfare 2019 that has even come close to how good Black Ops 2's campaign was, and the stories that came before, like Black Ops 1, World at War, the original Modern Warfare 2. And while Black Ops Cold War tried to bring the series back to full form with choices and branching paths in most of its missions, Black Ops 2's campaign is still one of the GOATs. All in all, I think a big reason why people are suddenly talking about Black Ops 2 again, especially with it coming out on PS5 with that potential revival, is because Call of Duty as a series is in a really weird place right now. And before anyone starts typing old 20-something-year-old man hates new game in the comments, let me just say that modern COD games aren't bad, not even close. Except maybe that one. Modern Warfare 2019 genuinely brought the series back from the dead for a lot of people, and Warzone completely took over during lockdown. It seems to me that every year now feels like less of a new game and more like another update. Operators carry over, skins carry over, battle passes reset every season, there's crossovers with absolutely everything imaginable, and the menu screen is the exact same every year. It does make the whole thing feel more like a corporate release a new game this year, get the bag and move on. Comparing that to Black Ops 2, you loaded into the game and you instantly knew what you were playing. The music, the menus, the maps, the art style. Black Ops 2 had an identity, and honestly, I think that's what most people miss. You weren't grinding 3 different progression systems, 6 currencies, SBMM making every match sweat up your controller, and worrying about missing out on some limited time event because a celebrity operator was only available for 2 weeks. You just got home from school, hopped on with your friends, and played COD. And maybe that's just nostalgia talking. Maybe if Black Ops 2 was released today, people would complain about the target finder LMGs, quickscoping, or getting stomped by prestige masters who've been playing the game for 13 years straight. But I don't think nostalgia is the only reason people still talk about this game. Nobody is begging for a COD Ghost revival. Nobody is praying every night for Advanced Warfare Remastered. Maybe there's 1 or 2 of you out there, but people still come back to Black Ops 2 because underneath all of those memories, it's genuinely a great game. Which is why if this revival actually happens and goes well, and Treyarch somehow manages to keep the hackers under control, there's a pretty good chance that thousands of players are going to jump back in, just to see if it holds up. There were some memories made in 2012, and despite being unplayable on PC without plutonium or taking a risk on console, I can't deny how Black Ops 2, for its highs and lows, is at least one of the best COD games ever made. But what do you think? Is Black Ops 2 still as great as it was, or do we all just need to get back in our wheelchairs? And why is Adrenaline still an absolute banger? Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Until next time, have a good one.
I'm a prodigy, bitch, do my thing, and they know watch me run this shit, bitch, with my team, that's for sure. I'm a prodigy, bitch, do my thing, and they know watch me run this shit, bitch, with my team, that's for sure.